Okay, hello and welcome back to Shining Force. Set up correctly, and I have... Oh, I'm gonna move the microphone a little. I've moved the microphone slightly, so I think now I'll be able to see the entire screen, which will be very helpful. The setup on top of my dresser here is so cramped, it's real pro, I know. Okay, so last time... Oh, I have to move some of these cables. It's also covered in cables right now from all of the various devices that are plugged in, so it's just a complete mess. But anyway, last time we reached Alterone, and we discovered that it is under the control of the evil Runefaust, unfortunately. And for some reason, Kane of Runefaust, instead of just killing us, he decided to throw us in prison. Because... You know, he thought that would be cool, I guess. It's the only other person in prison is this friar who can save our game happily. But fortunately, we have a friend who will help us escape. The bars are solid, there's no way to break them, but this is Chris, the character we're going to be recruiting. The time has come to strike back at Runefaust. I'm letting you out. I don't know where she got the key, but she has one. Help me save Alterone, I'll fight alongside you. She'll really be doing more healing than fighting. She says I can heal too, but it's more like I can heal only. She's not a physical fighter. Okay, go this way they'll spot us for sure, so we're gonna go through that secret passage, which a random person in town mentioned last time. I like how she's like, be patient, Friar, we'll get you out of here soon. It's like, we're literally just walking out in the Friar, it's like, guys, please take me with you. I don't want to be in prison anymore. We just abandoned him. But this is that secret passage that we were wandering on last time. It connects to our headquarters as well, which is nice. So let's go check out our new friend. I think she should already be in the party. Yes, here she is. You can see that all of our characters who have healing magic are just right in a row here. And as you can tell based on the size of this carpet, we have room for another 3 members of the party before we have to have some people on reserve. So we're a ways away from having to swap people around. I can fight and heal wounds. Well, she can heal wounds. That's frankly about it. Does he let you look at stats and stuff? I'm trying to remember. Status, yes. I just want to introduce us to our new friend. Here's Chris. As you can see, she starts with the heal spell. I guess, oh, and she starts at level 2, which is nice. She's still behind our party, but at least she's not literally a level 1. Because that would just suck. She'll be a pain to level up anyway, because like Lo, she can't really fight, and you get the most X from there of enemies, so she's a little tricky. Lowly worms, I shall crush you beneath my heel, which, again, we were at his mercy, both when he killed our king and when he put us in prison. So why didn't he just do that before? Oh, so Kane, he works for Dark Soul. His portrait sort of reminds me of Dark Soul, frankly. So I wasn't sure whether this was just another name he goes by sometimes. It's Nom de Guerre. But apparently he's just a subordinate of Dark Soul. Shame I can't stay to watch you meet your doom. Again, Kane, you could have killed us like twice already. You are really slacking off here. I don't think Dark Soul is going to be your please. So this is kind of a cool battle, honestly, where we're fighting in the town of Alterone. It's set up so that, like, there's no reason to, like, there's no NPCs you can make on any of the houses. But it's kind of cool. So we've got, and once again, you see the tendency of this game to have maps that are just gigantic. Also, I could have sworn I looted these chests. But they, oh, but you know what, actually, you know what I think it is? I think that this battle map, it's a completely separate map from the actual town map. So I think the chests have, like, I don't know if they have new stuff or if they're even openable, but the sprite is different. Because it is a separate map. We've got loads of these rune knights. We've got some new people. These are snipers. They only have wooden arrows for now, but they are definitely annoying to fight. They're very fast. And as you can see, they have quite a bit of attack. They're pretty similar to the rune knights in attack, so they're strong. And all the way over here, oh yeah, that's what I was saying, is that you can see once again the tendency in this game for the maps just being really, really large. Just much larger than it seems like they should be, so it's going to take us a while to get to all these guys. We have lots of dark dwarves, got some more bats, And we also have this guy who's our first enemy magic user, the Dark Mage with Blaze 2. So he's also pretty dangerous, and he's got a shield ring to make him a little tougher. He can attack us at range with his magic, and also, you know, for now this is not so bad because Blaze 2 is only going to do like, what, 9 or 10 damage, but as we get further in the game and are running into people with like the level 3 magic, it does start to get quite a bit more dangerous, and if your guys get injured, he can just take them out. So we have to be careful with him. Oh, and you'll also just side note here, look how much MP he's got. He can cast that spell a lot of times, so we can't really just run him out of MP. Yeah, it's gonna take us quite a while to actually reach everyone. There's a lot of enemies on the map too, so again, I would say this is another jump in difficulty from the previous one. And there's so many enemies, so it's gonna be a bit of a lengthy battle. It's hard to say who will reach us first because it depends on who the AI decides to move. It looks like these Runefaust are pretty aggressive and are actually heading toward us. I don't know which of the other enemies actually will. Yeah, there's not really no point in going over here to get to the doors. I think I'm just gonna have everyone head up. And hopefully there'll be at least one enemy who doesn't wander around. So maybe we can at least test. I'm thinking these chests don't open at all, because there'd be no way to reach this one. But I really don't know. I'm gonna have to check a guide eventually just to make sure I'm not missing a bunch of secret things. Like, there's not a ton of secret things in this game, but I'm pretty sure there's at least like 1 or 2 secret things. I know one of the Shining Force games has 2 secret recruitable characters, and I can't remember whether it's this one or the second one. Because in the second one, there's like, or maybe this one, I honestly do not remember which. It's been many years since I played them. But there's like, at one point you go to this like town that's like a wagon train, I guess, that's also a town. And you have to like talk to this guy at the right time, and you can recruit this like armadillo who rides in a mecha suit. And you can recruit, like, you have to hatch the egg of this dragon. There's a lot of weirdos. And in, I want to say it's sort of Asia where there's like an optional samurai character you can recruit and like a ninja. And the way to recruit them is pretty obscure. You just have to like search this one square. Game where in general there is nothing to find by searching random squares. Old games have a lot of things like that where it's like there's secret things that there's really no way you would ever know about it unless you're just clicking A on every square page, basically. It's like trying to find all the tiny medals in Dragon Quest. Or am I thinking of Dragon Warrior? These are 2 different game series. Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior are different series. I've only played one of them, but I can never remember which one. I just can never keep the names straight. I know, it's terrible. But again, these are games I played long ago as a child. The one where you're the child of Lotto, or the hero Lot, or whatever. You know, in the first one, and it's the one where there's a prequel where you go to like the opposite side of the world. And you have like, you take a personality test and decide your character. I seriously don't remember what it is. So we're gonna have him use his brand new bronze lance. You can see that it has 3 more attacks than some of them. So it is quite good. Like this is a game where right now these enemies don't have a ton of HP, so those 3 points of attack do matter. Bats, I guess, probably reach us first. Looks like they are actually approaching pretty close. Oh, she's equipped with javelin. Oops. I didn't actually check, but that's fine. The bats are... Oh, nice attack. The bats are not dead. It's fine. And maybe I should have... I have a super basic setup. I just, like, got myself a mic. So I don't have, you know, one of those, what do they call that? The pop shield or whatever it is. I think it's a fun of it, like, pops and clicks from breathing and stuff like that. I didn't even get one of those because it's not like a, you know, I figured, you know, why buy all this pro equipment when most likely I'll just do this for my entertainment and never post these anywhere, but I do think it is affecting the quality of the sound. Also, I'm just recording these in my room, so the the acoustics are not particularly good. I'm so pro, you guys. Legit. Still needs to level up a bit. She's behind. It's taking us a while to get everybody over there. Well, the two knights have high, you know, movement, so oh, again, the movement is really smooth, but I find that it's pretty easy to accidentally over-move and like slide past where you want to go. I do, yeah. I'm starting to think probably the AI does tend to target the main character, because he could have attacked anybody there, and he only attacked Ben. It does make sense since that's the lose condition. Killing off the other character doesn't even game over. It doesn't even really impede terribly much. Crystal hasn't really gotten to do much. That's the problem, you know, you get the people at lower level, and then they also are slower, their stats aren't as high, so then they don't get as many turns, so it's difficult. But we'll try and level her up a bit. I like using her, I like, you know, having healers around I do like a lot, and I find she's a little better generally than Low, who is a bit useless. I wanted to get that bat because they're pretty annoying. Oh, see, the evasion is just irritating because it just takes a lot longer than it should. And this is a game where it takes you multiple turns to kill anything. So losing one turn is honestly a fairly big dent in, you know, your actual economy here. It's doing quite well. That middle sword really bumped his attack up. Force. Ah, Chris got a turn. Nothing to see, the enemies, you know, it's a grid-based map, right? So they do tend to line themselves up nicely for you. Go for that Knight, very good. That was great, but you know what's really disappointing though is that the promoted class for the mages, I think they promote the wizards, it doesn't look as cool. It really doesn't. So tragically, the outfit she has now is the coolest one she'll get during the course of the game. When she promotes, she will become more powerful, but she will no longer have a cool wizard hood. The pointy hat just, it's so wizardy, you know, I really like it. I feel like the other outfit should have been the mage outfit, and this one should have been the promoted outfit. Giant bat, and hopefully KO on the wall. Oh, I really do not like fighting those bats. We don't fight them the entire game or anything, or later, they're obviously, you know, you get stronger enemies later in the game, so later we'll be fighting these, like, Pegasus Knight dudes instead, and fairies, who are really annoying because they fly and they cast spells, so they can really do a number on you. But the bats annoy me more. I feel like the later flying enemies don't dodge you quite so often. I don't know. It's been a long time since I played, so this is a hazy memory, but I don't remember being as irritated by them as I was by the bats as a kid. Don't like it. Oh, that mage is slowly approaching. Very slowly. Because Lo could use a KO, but I don't think he can even do 2 damage. I guess he can try, you never know. He did it! He did 3 points of damage. Lo, I'm very proud of you. The bats they don't have high defense. But still, I'm proud. Who is injured? I know probably also, she doesn't start with very much MP. She can only cast heal 3 times in this fight, so And since heal is her main way of getting X, unless we can somehow whittle someone down to an HP, which again is difficult in this game because there's no like combat window preview or anything, and I think the amount of damage you do, there is some randomness. But so it's, you can't necessarily be sure. Oh, actually, ooh, if I can save this guy for Chris, I will do it. Because that would be a great way to get her. I was just saying how hard it is, but it is sort of random. You can't know ahead of time. Whether you're gonna, you know, how you can sort of, you know, you can be like, oh, usually I do about this damage, but there's a little variation at 1 or 2 points. So it's hard to get them down to the level where a character who's probably only going to do 1 damage can actually get that. And I do still want to level May up a little more, so I'm just gonna KO here, hopefully. Good. But yeah, the healers, it's hard for them. Hey, level 4. It's really hard for them to actually get kills. She's getting quite tanky. She got more defense again. You know, you have to like arrange it pretty carefully, so you get most of their X from healing, and so the amount of X they can get per battle is limited by their MP. And heals don't give you a lot. You know, when you're only getting like per heal, it just, the leveling is so slow. I know Tao's already level 5, but this is just really satisfying. Like, look how awesome it is. I guess on her next turn I should have her move over and attack me. It's not a lot. He's not quite in position. See, I don't want to line them up on the wall there because then they'll get enemies. He's only level 3 now, but like Ben also always needs more levels, right? I mean, he's gonna be in the party until the end of the game. Strong. I'd rather save the little girl for she's further behind. She's level 3, you know. Good luck, Chris. 1 damage, that's all you gotta do, just hit the thing. See, they evade a lot anyway, so I don't know whether that's because she wasn't strong. Like, I can't be sure. Basically. But I'd like to whittle these guys down. You know, they are the most dangerous enemies on the map. Perfect. Now we only have enough MP for this one last thing. She won't be able to kill the mage, who hopefully will not be able to kill her. But she will kill these snipers. And she almost kills them. That was so good. I love magic. Oh, and she got 4 more MP. That's really nice. MP is what she needs most of all, and the speed is nice too. That's obviously also quite beneficial. That way she gets more Chris a heal, so she survives in case that gets a second turn before she gets the problem. And hopefully she'll be able to kill that bat. Get some eggs. Because if she falls too far behind the rest of the party, it'll just get so difficult to level her up. So, I don't want that to happen. Because, you know, at some point, the enemies will get too tough for her to do anything. Perfect. She did 2 points damage. Those bats are not very tanky. If she could get, like, 1 more kill and a heal, it'd be good. Maybe we'll be able to set this up with these orbs. They're tankier than the bats, but we can try. You know what? Why not, Tao? Do it. But the thing is, you know, otherwise the mages can... I don't know when the mage will get their turn. I don't want them to cast magic on us, so... Also, I just can't resist using spells to go in, even if it is not particularly efficient. I know. It's real, like, I'm excited for when we get Henri as well. I love having I think how... I guess I'll save that for Chris. See, this is where this is a weakness. In that there's now, we've essentially finished the battle. Oh yeah, she's, we've basically finished the battle. There's only 4 enemies left. We didn't even have to move very far because all of them came to us mostly, but now these last ones, it's just gonna take us ages to walk over them. So we don't really make use of most of the map. You know, the maps look nice. They look nice all the time. They're well sprite, but they're not utilized all that well. So the battle designs, are not that great. And that's, again, it's just not a knock on this game because it's an old game, and you know, I would say that in general, tactics RPGs at that time didn't have particularly good encounter design. The genre has evolved with time. But it is a disappointing aspect. Especially going back and playing it now. You know, played more modern SRPGs, you know, after you played, like, this was actually my, I really did not enjoy Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valentia, the remake of Gaiden. And I've actually played on ROM, I played Gaiden, and I liked that, and the reason I didn't enjoy the remake was in part because it basically kept the original layout, and they didn't age well. They really didn't, so it had the same problem where you don't use most of the map because everything just comes to you. And you just, like, sit there and find a bunch of things, and it passes on as a great technique. So it was sort of a case of, like, the design being too faithful to the game. I wonder if they'd ever make a remake of this, because I honestly think it could be fun to see. Like, and I mean, like, an updated remake, you know? I do get the appeal of a really faithful remake that's just, like, the graphics and that are better, but the mechanics and the elements are super faithful. I definitely get the appeal, but I personally would be more interested in... you know, I'm always in 2 minds about it, because for some games where, especially ones that are, like, obscure enough that you probably never have gotten to play the original, a really faithful remake would be nice, because it's like, oh, for the first time you get a chance to experience this. But for a lot of games that I, like, actually did play as a kid and really liked, I would love to see... Oh, well, that was nice. Oh, wow, that was great. You also leveled up. I would love to see a remake that is sort of like an updated remake and expanded, so maybe, like, brushes up the mechanics a little, and, you know, and maybe, like, expands the story so there's a little more, like, exploration of these characters that we never really know anything about. It's such a little game, and maybe, honestly, I like the map designs, and this could totally keep the original map design, just, you know, with modern enemy AI, you could have a little bit more of, like, a experience. I would like to get to it. I'm like, is it worth saving that one dwarf for Chris? Because I'm like, I could just replay the battle, but also, You can grind in this game, but grinding is boring. And this is one of those things where, as a kid, I did not mind grinding the games as much. I would just, play Battlefield, like, yeah, I'm level my characters. But now as an adult, now that I have, like, a job and things to do, I'm like, the game needs to respect my time. I can't just sit around grinding all the time. I want to do the fun part, I shouldn't need to. Oh, May, you need to hit things, okay? You need to put the lance in there. I don't know if I don't know if I can actually kill this guy. He feels so oh, excellent shot. You did a deadly attack. Yay, a little more. Good. You get a little more MP, that's nice. He never gets a ton of MP, like he is never gonna be, he is not a primary healer, he's an attacker who can also heal on the side. But that's kind of all you need, you don't need necessarily two main healers, right? You can make them have like an extra. So, it's handed in. I was saying something before, and then about grinding, yeah, I have less patience for it now as an adult because I don't have as much time as I did as a child. So I'm like, I just want to do the engaging part of the game. When you're grinding, it's not exactly challenging. You just sit there over and over. I'm like, I want to get to new areas and do new things. That's the fun part. I'm trying to get Chris over here to engage. How doesn't really promote. Gong can just heal himself. Why not? Get him a little extra. If battles later start getting really irritating, I'll grind a little. It's not like this. Oh, we'll never have another chance or something. I'd love to get May another level just because I love using the cavalry units. Sometimes you get different amounts of X, but I don't know if that's entirely dependent on your level. Like, as you go up in level, you get less. So that's more X. Naturally, they're the ones falling behind because they're more difficult to level. I really wish they had made healing just a little more X. It is just so tedious. Let's see if we can do this. If not, this could get dangerous because this is very fragile. Excellent. Oh, a deadly attack did 1 point of damage. I wonder if she would even be able to do that. Oh yes, we got a level 3. This is good. This is good. She's still a little behind the rest of the party. She and Lo are both 3, everyone else is 4. But at least she's no longer literally at level 2. He's like, oh, you gotta go find and stop Kane at all costs. He killed people instantly with magic. We have no ability to stop him. No ability at all. The only reason we're alive is because he got bored and left. Do we really want to go find this guy? We need to level up a little. Let's go talk to the King of Alterone, the guy who put us in prison. I do like this guy who originally was like, I don't care about that. All the townspeople have something different to say now. They are a little more appreciative of us. Hello, friend. The passage is like in your house. I thought that battle was, we didn't really need to grind. We could have, but it would have been boring. Thank you for getting rid of that evil Kane person. Okay, to be fair, we didn't get rid of him. He just left. For reasons. I never even checked the chests in the battle, but I'm pretty sure you can't open them. We're never in any real danger who would hurt us. To be fair, they're NPCs. They don't even have health bars. They're invincible. I guess this is like, hint, your next destination is Manarino. Again, it's not clear to me why it wasn't our first destination. The only reason to come here was, I guess, to recruit Chris. Because this town doesn't seem to have anything to do with the plot. Guys, get out of the doorway here. This game really needs like NPC shoving mechanics so that when you're trying to get through a door or something, you can just go. Did she also shove? Briar's back in his boat. It was nice so it lasted. He wasn't worried about the fact that his buddy here was trapped in prison. He did not even care. He just wanted a promotion. save the results of that battle. I guess at least this way I won't get too over leveled before we like recruit Henri and stuff. You know, so she'll be a little closer to us to the party, I guess. Oh, oops, I forgot that that led out of the town. I thought there was something over there. Why is that door in the chapel even there? It does not seem useful. This guy had anything in particular. Plenty of money, but so far we have nothing to buy. That will change later though as we get some more characters, not all of whom will just have the best equipped weapon already. There'll be better stuff in my town. Friars in prison, what's this town coming to? At least, you know, that guy should not complain because our hometown got blown up. The buildings are literally rubble. This town is fine. He has nothing to whine about. Like, seriously, the only negative thing that happened was that a single dude was briefly put in prison and no harm came to it. The town of Rindo, we'll go there later on, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember, is that... No, I'm thinking of a different one. I was wondering if it was the caravan one, but it's not. Rindo, there's a lot of money there. I don't remember anything about it, so I guess we'll find out when we get there. Hello, knights. Sometimes it's hard to talk to people because I'm not playing on a D-pad, I'm playing with a joystick. So turning quickly to the side and clicking A sometimes does not as fast as I want to. I guess I could play with the you know, the face and C buttons, but it's not quite as smooth as a joystick because you can't just like slide your finger from up to right, for example. You have to click a separate button. I like how that chick, it looks like a princess, she has a unique sprite, but she doesn't have a portrait or even a name. He's got to castle the guards. He's guarding the bar right now. That's the part of the castle that mostly needs guarding. He says that, but all the knights are still here. Seriously, NPC shoving mechanics. Does this thing work now? Yes, I knew it. I remember there was a secret switch in here. I guess I didn't remember that it does nothing. That's a troll. Just... Although really, the reason they let Kane in was not because they actually thought it was a good idea. It seemed more like they did it because otherwise he would murder them all, so they really had no choice. So when they say they'll never do it again, probably they would if he came back. Oh, that's Rindo. Rindo's the place where we'll go to an evil circus later. It's pretty much as it sounds. Nothing? Come on, there better be something in this last one. Yeah, well, it's not a lot, but at least it's something. The nothing just went. How to build a secret path to hide gold. How to hide gold? Put it in a treasure chest. 101 dungeon crafts. How dank was my dungeon? I love the book games. They're just delightful. I figure I'll wander around the castle before we bother talking. They're said to know everything about everything. That's impressive. I don't think there's anybody about the anymore. This room is empty. And also this room that I guess is just a meeting room. Here with this guy. So that guy appears to be... He's no longer washing the water. With a door and a key. As far as I know, he's not. We don't know where the key is, though. Or why it exists. It's a power over me. He sounds like he's, like, basically making the Theoden excuse here. Like, oh, it's mind control. But it's like, it seems more like the power Kane had over him is that he's really strong and could murder this guy, so he kind of did what Kane wanted. Because he was like, you said we wouldn't be involved, so it really seemed like he surrendered because he thought that would protect his people, which is kind of understandable. He had no hope of defeating Kane. So him resisting wouldn't have helped. Oh, so we have to wait until he gives us permission for this switch But we don't have to wait. The message appears before he gives us permission. It just doesn't do anything, which seems silly. Like, they should have just made it not do anything. The legacy of the ancients, the door, the key. Oh, that's right. This kind of like brings us to the second chapter. Yeah, this little scene. What all mean? I'll tell you what it means then. It means that nobody in this world knows how to keep records properly, because otherwise we would know where the key was. Someone would have written it down and we wouldn't know. Or maybe they would not have made the key, because we're not supposed to go past that door anyway. No matter what the cost, the mystery must be solved. Again, it should not be a mystery. Our job is guarding this door. we should have left some information. Runefaust plans must be foiled. Chapter 1, Runefaust Invasion ends. So Chapter 1 is just sort of a little intro to the game. You know, we kind of find out about this world and we set off on our quest. Sure. Spirit of the Holy Spring. Ben and the Shining Force followed Kane's trail to the town of Rindo. I thought we were going to Manarina. I guess we're not. Rindo first, I guess. Yeah, if I remember right, we can't go anywhere but Rindo right now. We're gonna head on in here. Yeah, this is our headquarters. There'll be a headquarters in every town. It's convenient. The warrior's only as good as his tools. Okay, let's see if there's any new stuff. Middle sword. Well, I guess we could get one for Gord, but there might be an upgrade soon anyway. Oh, the power staff. That'll be nice. This is for all of our staff users. I think I'm actually not gonna buy one for Tao because it's like she uses her magic. She doesn't have good attack, but it will be nice for low when nobody needs to be healed, and it will also be nice for Chris. Just so that they can at least have some hope of leveling up a little. What I would like is to sell my old stuff. I guess, okay, first I will check and make absolutely sure we can do it, but I'm pretty sure I remember, but, it never hurts to check. Okay, low. Yeah, and you can see what a big jump this is, too. This is a boost of 8 points, so that's quite good. And I'll sell the others. I honestly don't know if it's worth buying one for Tao, because I don't think I've had her attack even once. I've only used her magic. You know, she has enough MP now to have a... I mean, there are times at the end of the battle where she kind of doesn't have anything left, but it's not like having her available to attack would be so useful that it's making her go through the battle. She wouldn't do very much damage. Alright, I can sell his spare hand axe. It's not a big increase in power. Oh, I already bought him a middle sword, apparently. There you go, sure. Apparently I was already like, it's worth it. Clear out our inventory a little. At least we have room for a few items now. And I'll the spare arrow. Everyone comes with a weapon, so we don't really need that extra arrow. There's never gonna be anyone who needs it. And I'm gonna give Chris some items because Ben's full up again. I do like him to have the medical herb because, again, we only get the game over if he dies. So if he's too far away for the healers to attend him, it's good to have somebody around. The name's Bakken. I'm going crazy in this dull place. Did anything ever happen? Are you important to the plot somehow? You have a name. No portrait, though. The Adventurer's Life, Danger is My Life, and many more books. His life is so dangerous, he wears that backpack everywhere, even just in his house. Yeah, the circus will appear here in a tent. Right now, there's just a box. Alright, I'm so much... I keep thinking... I keep mixing up, search and talk because I'm just more used to modern games where there's just one button. So I keep absent-mindedly just picking whatever I did last. Yeah, basically we're eventually gonna get a ship here so we can, explore the world. I like that he's preparing for it by sitting out on a little carpet. He won't let his dreams just be dreams. This poor guy. The Rindo Theater. The play is about to begin. It's about Runefaust routing Guardiana. Yeah, I guess we'll see it. Even though it is rude. Thank you for waiting. The show will now begin. Oh, that guy, you know, that's very good costuming, I gotta say. To be fair, I did die in that first battle, so this did happen at least once. You know, we gotta fess up to that. Also, they didn't charge us for this, which is good, because that play was 2 lines long. Not worth watching. I don't know why these guys love Runefaust so much. Like, did they even know anyone from Runefaust? I've seen it many times already, which was easy because it only takes about 30 seconds to perform. This poor guy. Acting techniques. That bookcase doesn't really have anything funny. It was pretty straightforward. What a great role. The actor's life is for me. Honestly, it's sort of surprising the guy playing the losing role is so disappointing, because, you know, isn't that like the more like dramatic role, really? You know, you show more emotion. Actor. Every town we go to, people are like, go to Manarina, but we still haven't? Is it over the ocean? Do we need a boat to get there? Is that why we haven't gone there? What have you got? Nothing I don't already have. 101 ways to cook dragon. I don't know if I'd want to eat a dragon. I mean, it just seems questionable. Speed ring, very nice. There's some items in this game that boost. There's not really armor per se, but there are items that boost stats, like this ring. Oh, now who should get it? Oh, it's hard to decide. I guess I should go through and see who has what stats. Like who's slowest. I don't actually. There is not an easy way for us to check that. Let's go to the headquarters. See, this game, again, is a little different than the one I played as a kid was Sword of Asia, and in that game, the main thing that's different is, you know how there's the walking around in town parts? Sword of Asia doesn't have that. It's just, there are maps, and then there's cutscenes, and you're at the, sort of the camp, where you just, it's all menus. So you can just look through everyone's speed. So we've got 8 agility. We can't even scroll from one to the other. We have to go through. She got 10 really fast. So it's bad. It's not like open. He's got 7. He's a bit slow. He's very slow. Everybody's quite slow. The warriors, they don't get as much things. She's got 10. She's very fast. She's so nice. The mages are great. He's slow, but he's not the slowest. He's really slow. I think I'm still low level. He's pretty fast. He's pretty speedy. So I think I'm gonna give it to Chris because giving her more turns will help us level her up a bit faster. If her speed grows a lot, eventually we can get it. So yeah, these items are great. And I want to equip it as well. Oh, the menus. It's clunky. Yes, that boosts her up to 9 agility, so now she's satisfyingly speedy. Because last battle, she just was not getting turns very frequently, and that just made it so hard to level her up. So hopefully, this will help us out. Say, friend. Yeah, we keep hearing, but we still are not making any effort to go there. We already went there. Oh, this is just a save our game. We don't really need to save yet. It's in 101 comforting sayings. That would be the most amazing book. Good Folks of Rindo. What is that book about? Is it just like a vague history? We should read the Legends of the Ancients book. That would be helpful. Poison cures basic reviving. You can learn how to revive people from the dead from a book. You just pick up a copy of Basic Reviving. That's wonderful. Yes, I am the mayor. Kane of Runefaust. Doesn't Runefaust have its own ships? Like, Kane is being a huge dick here. He just bought all of the ships in the West. We can't have it. That guy's a dick. That guy has no business. Yeah, so basically we get the ship because, if I remember right, his son runs up to the circus and we have to rescue the son. Famous Rindo mayors. Imagine if you end up not being listed in that book. Like, then you're really sad because being the mayor of this town is not really that big of a deal to begin with. But yeah, this kid's gonna run off and see the circus, but it's actually an evil circus business. So we have to rescue him from all the monster clowns. Circus Battle is a smaller map, if I remember right, so we may actually replay that one, because it would not take us long. Hello, friend. Had Dr. Croc, a brilliant man with no common sense. Dr. Croc, that makes him sound a little suspicious, like it's just a croc. Secrets of the Universe, Eerie Science. Yeah, he sounds like a real serious doctor here. Home Alchemy Handbook. He's a pro. Oh, this is the guy. It is this game. See, he's an armadillo wearing a mecha suit. That's why there's gears all over the floor. Look at my steam suit. Gunts, walk over here. It still doesn't seem right. How painful would it be to wear steam-powered mecha armor? But yeah, if I remember right, it's important to talk to him here because that'll games where you have to talk to someone and then later on you'll meet them again. And it's been many years, so I don't really remember this one. Like these are me dredging up like my childhood memories here, so they may not be 100% accurate. I will confess it. How do we get the circus to appear? Do we just have to leave and come back? I don't remember. Maybe they'll just have shown. Maybe they showed up now that we talked to the mayor? No, apparently not. Maybe we just have to leave and come back? I don't remember. Oh, apparently there is a... Oh, maybe we go to Man Arena and then come back for the circus? I don't... Then why did we even go to this town at all? What was the point? We could have gone to Man Arena first. But apparently there's a battle here, which I completely forgot about. I guess because it's not really plot related. I remember the circus fight. That I remember. Here's Man Arena up here across the desert. Oh, and this is the first time we're seeing these zombies. Basically, they're really strong. I think they're vulnerable to fire. Got some more mages here. So you can see that now the mages have been introduced, there's quite a lot of them. So you can see again where there often is a pretty big jump in difficulty between battles. There's a lot of battles too. Oh, just a few Dark Dwarves. The Dark Dwarves at the beginning of the game are like the big dangerous enemies, but you can already see how they're getting phased out as they become relatively less powerful. You know, in one battle, a couple battles ago, we had like 5 of them. Now they're just not as big a deal. And they're in the front. Now they're kind of like they're the enemies that are the closest to you that you just kind of kill as you wait to get to the stronger guys. Before they were the stronger guys. You can already see how things are escalating quickly. And again, this also showcases really well the way that this game has absolutely enormous maps. Just the size of this map. We will go to so little of it. Like, the hell is that? I don't even... I did not remember that existed, and now I'm glad I checked. Oh, yeah, I think like at some point this wall comes down and we're able to like get here. There's like a plot event. This is my vague memory, but anyway, we're just not gonna be like walking over here, really. You know, we don't need to. Or like over here. It's the enemies are gonna come on us. So much of the map is. And again, I think the design looks quite nice. And although the colors are a little, like the greens in particular are like super bright on that grass, so they're a little eye-hurty. But for the most part, visually, it still looks quite nice. Visually, it pops, you know, it's got nice contrast, you know, it's aesthetically pleasing. But it's just not the enemy behavior distribution doesn't necessarily make great use of that. You know, it doesn't necessarily engage you that much. which is again pretty common to old RPGs. They're not necessarily, the maps aren't necessarily designed as sort of carefully thought out encounters. You know, a lot of thought goes into how you'll sort of progress to the different parts of the map and what obstacles you'll face or whatever. There's kind of big pictures that enemies are put on. The bats have a little less defense and everything else, so hopefully we'll be able to get her a KO at some point and maybe bump her and low up to level 4. That would be good. So it's gonna be hard to tell in this game, like, what level you could be at. Not. Poor Lo is falling behind. It's gonna be a little while before we have enough party members that we can have to get them out, though. You know, we still have 3 more slots to fill, one of which will be on me, obviously. I don't remember who else. I don't remember the order that everyone's recruited in. There is a guy you can recruit in Monterino. I'm trying to remember the sequence you have to go through to get him. He's like an optional character you have to like named Arthur, who is unique because he's a centaur, and he's like the only centaur living in Monterino, so he knows he actually can get MP, and I think he wants like one spell. So he's not actually like, he's not particularly good as a spellcaster. You're not going to use him as that, but it is kind of a fun little detail. He lived in Monterino so long he knows. I don't really remember using him in past playthroughs. You get quite a few centaurs, and he just wasn't like one of the best ones or anything. You know, you only have so much space in each battle. The roster is fixed. That's the other interesting thing, actually, is that in this game, unlike in Fire Emblem, the amount of you deploy depends on the map. So, like with larger maps, you can deploy more people. With a small map, you deploy very few. I don't know if that's also true. Like, I've never actually played like Advance Wars or anything. I just don't have any interest in doing so. And I never finished Final Fantasy Tactics, so I don't know if that's also true there, but my impression was that that's pretty standard for SRPGs, that you have different deployment amounts depending on the situation. In this game, that's not the case. Once you fill up all the slots in your army, that's the size that it is. And you can see that the maps are already pretty large, even early in the game, so... Nice little bottleneck here. And she gained a lot of defense in her last couple levels, so take it out. These dark dwarves are not as tough as they used to be. You can even get her up to level 5, that would be nice. She barely got any X. You can see the dark dwarves are just... they've fallen behind. They're not even worth very much anymore. We're all stuck. Yay, bottleneck. Anytime a map has a bottleneck, it can get kind of irritating. Because, unlike, again, the only other SRPG I really play, unlike in Fire Emblem, it takes multiple turns to kill anyone. You know, you're not going to just be, like, quickly killing them and move the rest of your guys past them. So if you get a bottleneck, it will last for a while. Good. We can get Ben out there, so basically we can, an enemy can't stand in this spot, so he didn't get as much that level, and that other, like, last level he got, like, an enormous amount of shit. It was incredible. He got 3 attack. He only got 1 attack instead. Very good. It still feels to me like the arrow should do more for flying things. I just want it to. Oh man, if I could get Tower's position, that would be an incredible spot for her to use Blaze too. Look at that. You get 4 enemies. You don't always get them lined up quite that nicely. I think the zombies may actually be weak to fire, like they're dealt bonus damage, if I remember correctly. Certainly very nice. buy anything yet, but eventually. I think I'll just leave him here. Mainly because I don't want him to end up in that spot, and then I'm gonna work how to stand there, so, you know. Oh, I wanted to heal May, but, like, you know, trade-offs. Oh, very nice. Oh, he got a double attack. Well, at least she dodged one of them, you know, that was quite valuable considering. Again, I want to leave that space free for now. Even though she does not need the X, I just think it would be really cool. It's such a perfect opportunity. They're arranged like a little T. It's perfect. I don't know if he can kill this guy. He might. He might. He's got a little more attack left level. Oh, not quite. Oh, but now that's making me really want to save that guy. The sad thing is you have to aim the middle square of blaze at an enemy. You can't aim it in a blank space. So we can't catch, like, the rest of them. These guys are not a big threat to us right now, so... maybe I'll defeat these guys and then restart the battle. Just kinda... it's a bit of a good grinding spot. Because they're pretty close to the start of the battle, so it's a good spot to grind quickly. Oh, this is still a nice setup for this. Get 3 guys. Go, Tao, go! I'm fiery day! That one was at full health, so she's not actually still hit. I think both of the bats are in the oh, not this guy. That's good though, they're now both in kill range for everyone else. Unfortunately, the bat that did not die was in the bottleneck position. Bottlenecks. It's a lifestyle. This is gonna take a while. Battles, in the Shining Force series, I will say that battles just take a long time. In part because you know, you have to say, oh, you have to cycle through each enemy, and there can be a lot of them, and the cursor movement from one to the other isn't that fast, and like, they don't, their turns like lag a little, so. They can be a little slow. Man, we're like getting nothing from I really want to save that one dwarf for Chris, if possible. He's not as dangerous to our now higher level characters, so it's like, oh, why not? I should be able to kill this. Well, he might not be able to actually kill this enemy. Or he could just miss. That's... sure. That took a little damage, why not? Just gotta get everyone's levels up. It should be easier to do damage on the other fancy mysterious. Although again, where it's like the sprite, you know, doesn't look as cool. I think this, yeah, this might be for weapons. Look how much, like, Town's staff is weaker, but it looks so cool and wizardly that it's just, doesn't it feel like a shame to swap it out for a power up? Oh, this is bad! At least there's no evasion for magic. I don't think they dodge magic. This bat has dodged 3 attacks in a row. Fuck this bat. But, yeah, there's no evasion for it. I don't think there is, which sucks when we're fighting magic users, but it's very nice when our magic users fight the enemy. Okay, I'm actually gonna have Tao move away, so maybe we can get our healers to get these kills. I know this is very slow and not the most efficient way to finish this battle. It is not exactly quick, but it's very important to get some levels, and these enemies are a little weaker, so they might actually have a chance of doing it. I think Ken should be able to weaken this guy without killing him. Oh, damn it. Ken was just a little too strong. If he had only done 6 damage, you know, this would have been perfect. That doesn't need. See, it's, if we're gonna do grind, and the healers are falling a little behind, so, you know, on these weaker enemies is wise. Good job, Lolo. Wow! He did 11. Man, we did not need to weaken them for him, and he's level 4 now. Oh, and he learned Detox. That cures poison, which, around. We won't get poisoned often, but when you do, it is annoying. Man, I kind of forgot that, like, the Power Staff is the upgrade, right? And the other weapons haven't really got an upgrade yet. And I forgot just how much better it makes them, because it's like, they have 19 attack right now. For contrast, Luke has 19 attacks, so wow, right now, our healers are actually just as strong as the rest of the party. So it's kind of like, man, we don't really need to grind them. They're fine. I'm still gonna save that one for Chris, just so she is the last person on level 3, so it'd be really good for her. And maybe she can help fight those guys later. Just gotta get her a little action. I think they had that darker green. I don't know if that's like hedges or like thick grass or what, but it seems just like I can't remember whether the desert does also, but I think it does. I gave you the speed ring. You really should be getting another turn right now. It's even worse than this point, though. And because this guy decided to move forward, this is now a bottleneck again. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, we can move that. That's good. We're now standing. This battle's gonna take a while, guys. It's okay, Chris. Do me proud. I saved this guy for you. With 19 attacks. They can just attack for one more kill, I think, we should be level 4. Whatever ways that we can get a little easier. This has already been recorded an hour. I probably should not have tried to do 2 battles. I forgot how long these battles actually start to take. And look how much of it is just us slowly walking forward. There's not a lot going on right now. Okay, we can get this heal. It's sorry guys, it's a tactics game. It's not so you're not actively like mashing buttons trying to do something. And on top of that, it's a tactics game where the map is really big and there's not a lot on it. So there's a lot of just walking slowly up to people. Like we don't want to clump up here because of the mage. He's ninjas. It's hard not to clump up there because of the desert slowing us down. But it would be nice to at least get to meet up with the princess. Have an extra mage in the party. See, the AI makes no sense in that. Why did that guy walk right up to Gort and he could have attacked? But he just walked up to him and just sat down. He's just like, hi. Why would it be programmed such that that's an option? We can take the initiative here and attack this sniper. The sniper is wearing a very fancy hat that seems to have like bat ears on the sides. I don't know. Sure, Gort. You're level 4. Get a level. The snipers they're strong, but luckily they're not very tanky. I can kill them with that. I don't want to clump up, which is why I didn't get her. Because if we are in a T formation, the mage can attack multiple of us at once, which would... See, he's gonna use Blaze Beam no matter what. He has 1 HP, so we don't want to be... Because look how much damage that did. Like, some of our characters do not have very much HP. So if the mage would hit Gord as well, or Gong as well, Gong would probably be dead. So the mages are quite dangerous. We're gonna have him equip his stronger weapon. Man, the healers literally are just as strong as our strongest attackers. It's pretty crazy. This will not last, just as a side note, right now, the healers are the first ones to get the upgraded weapons, but the rest of our party, like, Hans is not gonna have a wooden arrow forever, and as soon as they start getting better weapons, they will rapidly go. They don't really keep up. But for now, they're pretty good. Man, maybe I should grind this battle, just because this is basically the sweet spot to grind the healers at all. And it would not hurt. I'm gonna trust that we'll be able to shuffle some people around before that mage goes in. Oh, I can't really. I do want to level up my healers. I guess I grind it once or twice off camera, maybe. Oh, we were so close to one-shotting him. Tragic. Okay, let's kill him. It's good to... You want to take out these mages as fast as you can. You do not want to save them and try to feed a kill to anyone because they're really dangerous. Oh, nice. It's fun. Because they can... Like, we just don't have very much HP, and they do fixed damage. So they can just really decimate us. Like, one more hit. Excellent, Luke's also level 5. We're really getting everyone up a bit. Pass out some heals. Song is gonna heal himself, I think. Why not? And then maybe I will actually restart. We can also, I'm pretty sure, go back to the town. By just walking into it when we restart. I'm pretty sure they let you do that. Hazy memory, but I feel like I remember doing that at least once. Because this is like... I do feel this is a bit of like a golden opportunity to just... it doesn't slow this down so much. I guess she might as well heal low to maybe get Low and Chris up to 4 or 5. It's gonna, like, as the game goes on, it's harder. It would be boring and time consuming. Maybe I'll just wrap it up. Let's see how it goes. Those two mages are going to be tough because the desert slows us down, so it's hard for us to approach them without putting ourselves in danger. Like, look how slow. Look how slow. And unlike in Fire Emblem, mages don't have normal speed in the desert. In Fire Emblem, that's a special thing. At least in 7, I don't remember in the others. Chris's last heal. But so basically, we have to approach the mages and KO them, but we don't want to get caught in the attack both at once because they can kill us. And if we take any chip damage from the zombies, then just one of them would be enough to take us out. And they kind of just stand there. It's pretty hard to lure them out. So this is tough. Again, it's one of those things where, weirdly, the lack of a meaningful AI actually makes it harder because we can't, like, bait one of them down, one of them to the side or something to slip up. Because the AI doesn't seem to reliably react to that. So we just sort of have to kind of do something. Oh, it takes so... That's it. This is another battle. See, this guy got baited out. Over here. They are strong, too. This is why this is a dangerous part of the battle, because... Oh, this could be it for us. Like, we need to bait them out. We have to get close enough to them. But the zombies do a lot of damage, and so do the mages. So it's like... It's very easy to get in a really dangerous situation. Maybe I should have waited longer to have better. Because, like... It's gonna take the rest of the party so long to catch up to him. Oh, this battle is slow. So slow. If we can get over there, we could fight it more easily. And the zombie got too. I thought Ben would get another turn before the zombies did. They're not that fast, so we'll have to redo this regardless. I really thought that Ben's turn would come first, and maybe he could retreat and use a magical herb. I did not expect. But that's why I say that the turn order is not deterministic. I think there is randomness in it because there was no particular reason. Like, I don't think the zombies were getting turns twice previously. That was sort of luck. So I think for now, we'll just save the game. You do lose money when you die, I'm pretty sure, which sucks, but whatever, we have a lot of it. And I guess this will be good because we can kind of send the healers forward and get some more kills with the stuff there. So for now, we'll take a break, having saved Alterone. And moved on to this town of Rindo. And we're trying to get from there to Manarina, where we'll meet Henri. And we have a battle facing us where the first part of the battle is very easy. And then the end of the battle is a bit tough, primarily because of the difficulty of luring the enemy forces out so that we don't get overwhelmed. You know, we can't sort of get the AI to do what we want. So we'll have to navigate it carefully and hopefully level up a bit more in the process. But hopefully in the next episode, we will finish this battle and reach Manarina, which will be a whole new town for us to explore, full of wacky mages and a couple more characters. One of whom is the princess that we keep hearing about, and she'll be a really useful party member who gets all the ice spells. So look forward to that. Goodbye for now, Simone. I still don't know who you are.